Xiaomi here. So today I wanted to have a start to my weekly reading vlog, and this is for the Fantasyathon. And today is April the 6th. I wasn't able to film anything yesterday just because I was immersed within a book, and I knew if I put that book down, I wasn't gonna pick it up again because I'm having a few issues with that book. I also wasn't able to film a TBR for this readathon, so what I decided to do was just include it in this vlog, and I'm gonna tell you which are the challenges and which are the books that I have for those challenges. Now there are some challenges that I haven't placed any books for because, like, let's be real, life gets hectic and I don't think I'm gonna be able to read any more books than these that I have right now, because also then there's Tome Topple and I also want to participate in that one. So I'm gonna be telling you which are the books that I have for the challenges for this readathon. Okay, now for the first reading challenge, it says to read a diverse fantasy, and for that one I chose The Traitor Prince by CJ Redwine. This is book 3 in the Ravenspire series, and I love these books so much because they are fairy tale retellings that are loosely based on these stories that are so popular, and this one is about the prince and the pauper, and I really am enjoying this book so far. On page 137. There are two books that I'm going to mention that I already started. What I decided was to include it within the readathon, but this one is about Jovan, and he is the Prince of Akram, and he does, if you know anything about the Prince of the Pauper, that means that there is an imposter who's going to try and take over his throne or his ruling, and he's going to try and be the new Prince of Akram, and he does try to assassinate Jovan, but the problem is that he fails in that assassination attempt. That's not a part of a spoiler because it's part of the synopsis. So once the prince does survive, he gets sent into Makbara, and Makbara is a really ruthless prison where it houses a lot of deadly and really cruel prisoners, and that's what, you know, people have been told. But in this prison they also have these gladiator-esque tournaments, so obviously Jovan has to try and survive these tournaments in order to have, or to gain a favor with the king. And this is where he's gonna try and gain, you know, the king's favor, to try and, you know, tell the king that, you know, hey, I'm the true prince, not this imposter that you have, you know, in the kingdom with you right now. And there's also another character that's woven into the story, and I'm really enjoying all three characters because we have three separate perspectives, one for each one. But so far it is a really good story, and I am loving, like, the world building aspects to it, and we're getting a lot of more characters, that especially the animals and the creatures within the world. So it's really interesting, especially creatures from different parts of these different kingdoms from within the Ravenspire world. So it's very good so far. The next book said, not the next book, but the next challenge says to read a debut or backlist, and for that one I chose Mirage by Somaya Daud. What I know about this one is that the kingdom that one of our main protagonists lives in is overrun by a ruthless king, and he also has this cruel daughter. The problem is that our main character does have the face of this cruel princess, so it's like they're gonna trade places in public in order for, you know, our main character to, you know, walk around in just in case somebody tries to assassinate her. So obviously she has to be ready to die. So it's like she's a prisoner and she's not a prisoner. I did a horrible job at explaining the synopsis, but I'm gonna leave a link down below just in case you're interested in checking it out. But I'm hoping that I'm going to be intrigued by this book. The next challenge is to start or continue a series, and for that one I have chosen Trail of Lightning. I'm really intrigued by this book because it's like we're gonna have, like, it's what I feel from it is like a supernatural book, but with a badass main female character. With a badass female character within the book. What I know about this one is that our main character is a demon hunter, and this is a post-apocalyptic world where the water has risen, so it does tell you that monsters and gods of mythology are now roaming the earth, so obviously she has to try and kill them. So it sounds interesting. She also does look for the aid of somebody else, and it's just really interesting because in the synopsis it says that she's going to trade favors with tricksters and battling dark witchcraft. So it's something that I am intrigued by because, like I said again, I do love supernatural, and it does give me vibes of supernatural. The next one is Read a Hype Train Fantasy. For that one I really don't have anything because I don't have like a book for every single challenge because I think I'm gonna double up on these challenges. The next one is To Give a Book You Set Aside a Second Chance. I don't know that one either yet. we never know which one I'm gonna choose for that one. But anyways, the sixth one says read a fantasy in a genre format you normally don't, and for that one, loosely based fantasy, this is Saga Volume 3. I know it's more sci-fi-ish than actually fantasy, but I decided to choose it because, like, if I want to double up, I can double up on that one because I usually don't hear audiobooks. I usually hear like 1 or 2 audiobooks a month, so I can actually call that one like I already finished it. But I don't know, like, if I get this one done, I'll read it. If not, we'll see if I double up. And the final one says immerse in a novel and pamper yourself. I don't know which one I'm gonna do for that one, like, let's be real, but I'm thinking about doing it with Slayer because I'm currently on page 236. Like, I have to admit that it is a fast read, but I'm really not enjoying this book, and I thought that, you know, since it's set in the world of Buffy and, you know, potential slayers are, you know, popping out, I thought I was gonna enjoy this book, but I'm really not even enjoying the main character just because there are so many like hateful Buffy references, especially if I'm a main character, like this is Buffy's fault and this is Buffy's fault and oh, I hate Buffy, and it's just it's okay 1 or 2 times, but when it becomes overly repetitive, it's just on the brink of annoying, you know? So yeah, that's why I haven't DNF'd it, because like I've invested so much in it that I really don't want to DNF it. But yeah, those are all the books that I have for this challenge, so I'm gonna update you later if I get any reading done. Good afternoon. So today is Monday, April the 8th. It is 4 right now, and I am currently doing a couple of errands. I had to come to pick up a few things from UPS because I've updated my home address like 3 times and they still don't know how to get to my house, but they don't call me. I know this because I'm paying attention to my phone. I know that I have these things that are being delivered and they don't pay attention to my phone. And I called on Friday to tell them again, which was my address, and they're not paying attention. So I came to get it today and my head hurts, which is why I picked up some coffee because it was much needed. But the DVDs that I picked up from Amazon were Young Justice. This is one that I thought that I had. I know that I had it, but I think my brother took it and threw it away. I don't know what he did, but I don't have this right now in my collection. And this is season 2, part 1. And I love Young Justice. I'm currently rewatching it because like I said, I love it. I love DCAU. I think it's their best platform where they throw out really good movies and or episodes. I do like some of the others, like Arrow. I did like Arrow a lot. I haven't been watching any of them because I've been a little bit behind, but like when it comes to their animated universe, it is freaking amazing. I freaking love it so much. And the other one that I picked up is Constantine. This one is A City of Demons, the movie. I did not know this existed until I was looking on Amazon, and I was like, wait, why don't I not have this? Why did I not know about this? So I picked it up because like I love it. And also the one who voices it is Matt Ryan. I freaking love that actor. I think he's the best Constantine that we've had. And I mean, like Keanu Reeves, you know, he paved the way, but like Matt Ryan, oh my god, I freaking adore him like so much. How many times can I say freaking in this video? Probably a couple of times. I'm not gonna deny it, but like I love it so much, and I can't wait to see this. So I'm gonna see this when I get home. I just have to do a couple more errands that I need to do, and then I'll get back home. So I will update you later throughout the day. I'm not doing any reading yesterday. I didn't do any reading because I was like cleaning, and then I was taking some Instagram photos, and I was really tired, so I just, you know, threw myself in bed. But I plan to read today. I'm currently reading Slayer, so hopefully I would like to finish it today, but I don't think I am, just because it's a bit boring. Like, let's be real, I'm not enjoying it as much as I should be enjoying it. But cheers, I'll talk to you later. And it is 6:42 right now, and I wanted to give a little bit of an update. I apologize if the lighting is really poor, but if I don't do this now, I don't know when I'll do it. But I don't know if I want to read or just lay down, because like my head does hurt a little bit. It doesn't hurt as much as it did earlier, but it's like I want to lay down and just turn on the fan and just watch something like really low, because it's also hella hot right now. So I might be sweating a little bit, but that's TMI, so I apologize. But anyways, like right now I'm on page 236 of Slayer, and like I said earlier, it's okay, it's not wowing me. There are chapters or instances that are really interesting. There are others that are far-fetched, and it's like I thought I was gonna enjoy this book about a Slayer, but No, I'm not. Just not at all. But maybe I might read maybe a chapter or two. I still don't know. But I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but like the school that I work at, the librarian was able to get a grant and she bought a lot of books, and I'm really, really excited. She bought books both in Spanish and in English, and now people obviously can read a lot, so I felt a lot fancy saying that, oh my god, I was able to check books out of the library, because we don't have a library nearby. And you know, she has a lot of books now that are in English, and some of them are backlist titles, and some that are fandoms that I wasn't too much of a fan of, like she does have Percy Jackson and The Hunger Games, and also books that I'm really like not interested in reading, like Twilight. There's a lot of books that are backlist, but they're really, really popular. So there are also other books, and she was like, no, check the boxes to see if there's anything that you like. And I was like, no, I shouldn't, but I wanted to. So I did check. I checked one box and I skimmed the others, but in this one box that I checked, I managed to take 4 books. So there are 3 that are either his own voices or have Latino characters within them, and I'm really excited because all 3 of them take place in Puerto Rico, or they're going to take place in Puerto Rico, or they are about Puerto Rican characters. So that's something that really, really did interest me, because I want to read more books about my homeland. And the first one that I'm going to be mentioning is The Revolution or Evolution of Evelyn Serrano. I do know that this one is going to have historical elements woven into the story, because it's like she's explaining her own events and situations, her own story through fictional characters. And it does say that she has a sassy grandmother who comes from Puerto Rico, so I'm really intrigued by that, and I hope that I really do enjoy this. I also like the cover because it does have Puerto Rican flags right there, and it also has like houses like if it was in the in Old San Juan. So it looks really, really nice, and I can't wait. It does have really good praises, so I'm just hoping that I will enjoy this one. The next one that I'm going to mention is Marcus Vega Doesn't Speak Spanish by Pablo Cartaya. This is one that sounds really interesting, like it's going to be a beautiful sibling interaction story, because it does say, like, that's what I got from the synopsis. It does say that their mother, it's like something happens to the mother and she decides to take them to Puerto Rico for a week. Fact is that they don't know Spanish, and there's something that I was just like, because like I don't want to stereotype, because I don't stereotype. I mean, it was done to me at one time when I lived in the States, but like my parents did speak to us in Spanish a lot, and also other things I picked up along the way, and I learned a lot more Spanish when I came here to Puerto Rico. But like my brother has difficulty with the language, and sometimes he struggles a lot, but he's a doo-doo head. But his wife is Venezolana, and she doesn't speak anything in Spanish. I was like, what? When she first told me, I was shocked, and I was like, why am I stereotyping? So, you know, I took back my words, and I was like, you know, because I understand there are a lot of parents that don't speak to their kids in Spanish because they don't want to be ridiculed, or, you know, they don't want to be treated differently, or they don't want to feel discrimination. Because like I personally have never felt discrimination like in a huge hurtful sense. The most that I can say that I faced was the fact that they didn't believe I was Puerto Rican just because of my skin color, and I was like, people from Puerto Rico are also white, because I'm hella white. You know, we're not just tanned or dark skinned. There are a majority of us who are light skinned, and I would have to speak to them in Spanish for them to be like, oh, you are Hispanic. I was like, why are you stereotyping me? The fact that I speak or don't speak doesn't mean that I'm not Puerto Rican, you know? So, you know, when I first read the synopsis, I was like, oh my god, it sounds like I can resonate a little bit with it, because I have like my brother who deals with that situation. But it sounds like it's going to be a sweet story, and maybe a coming of age story, because it does say that he discovers something along the way, and he also does learn Spanish. So I'm really enjoying it, because I really hope that I enjoy it, because it does have that sibling interaction that I say. And on the back it has both of them, and it says, my brother and I look at the map of Puerto Rico. There are millions of people living on the island. Our dad is out there somewhere, because they also don't know where their dad is. So they're on a journey to look for their dad. So that's something that sounds extra cute. The next one is this one, which is If I Could Fly. I only saw Puerto Rico in the synopsis, and I was like, yeah, let me take it with me, by Judith Ortiz Kofer. And I don't know much about this one, but it's like what I got from it is like she's like the main protagonist is the daughter of Sarceros, and it's like they separate in one instance or something along those lines. I read something like that, and it's like she gets lost but discovers a lot of other things. What I like about it is the final ones that it says, as she tries to make sense of friends, family, and how quickly life changes, she learns that just like the pigeons, she will have to fly far distances before she finds out where she can make a home for herself and feel that she belongs. So this sounds like a cute story, maybe also coming of age, and I just can't wait to get to that one. This one is one that I eyed in Walgreens, and I was really excited excited when I saw it in the box, and that is A Land of Permanent Goodbyes. This one, I think it deals with refugees from it says refugees that travel from Syria to Turkey to Greece, facing danger at every turn. Tarek must find the resilience and courage to complete his harrowing journey. And it also says an award-winning author and journalist and a refugee herself, Atia Abawi captures the hope that spurs people forward against all odds and the love that makes that hope grow. That's so cute. I can't wait. This might make me cry, but I'm ready for it. So what I'm thinking about doing is that next week, since we have off, I was thinking about taking a specific day. Like, I know I'm in the middle of readathon, but I was like, let me take a specific day next week out of that readathon to do a 24-hour readathon, because I couldn't participate in Zoe's readathon just because I was hella busy. But I would like to do that one and at least get 2 or 2/3 of these books done, which is something that I'm hoping that I can do. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say for right now. If I get any reading done, then I'll update you. If not, then I will talk to you whenever I get some reading done. Good afternoon. I've done a horrible job at updating this vlog. Let's be real. It is April 14th. It is 2:33 right now, and I am on my way pretty soon to go and see Shazam because I really want to see that movie. And I'm just gonna tell you what is it that I've accomplished throughout these past couple of days and what is it that I'm currently reading. So yeah, to make up for that. So I managed to finish The Traitor Prince by CJ Redwine. I gave this, it's between 4 and 4.5 because I still don't know, because there are some aspects of world building, especially with descriptions, that I would have loved for more of it to be included within the world. Also, there's something that I was just like not okay with, a specific death. And also the beginning, which I mentioned that, you know, we're thrusted into that situation instead of actually like slowly building up to it. But I understand why I was done, but it kind of hindered my experience a little bit of enjoying it in the beginning. I'm not going to deny that because I was a bit lost in the beginning, but I don't know. I still don't know. I'm going to ponder that a little bit. I'm going to write my review, and then once I write my review, I'll decide if I'm going to go with a 4.5 or a 4, because it's along that line, you know. It's definitely a 4-star rating. I really did enjoy this book a lot, and I highly suggest for you to pick it up because it is really, really good. I finished this book, which is Slayer by Kirsten White. And I'm just gonna say it, Kirsten White is not an author for me, and I've tried so hard. And I Darken was a book that I DNF'd, and this one, I pulled through. I pulled through to the end. I didn't want to DNF it just because I wanted to know what was the overall grand scheme of it all and how was it going to wrap everything up. And this was a huge disappointment. I gave this 2 out of 5 stars. I know that this isn't going to be a retelling of Buffy, or, you know, Buffy is going to be included from beginning to end. I know that this was, you know, in the perspective of a new Slayer. I understand that. I read the synopsis. I knew going into it how it's going to be. And I'm all for learning about a new Slayer. But unfortunately, Nina was just so naive and just so annoying and just so infuriating that I couldn't with her. And the constant bashing of Buffy is something that also hindered my experience completely of enjoying this book, because once or twice I'm okay with it, but it was just continuously repeated throughout the story. And I think I mentioned this, if I'm not mistaken, but there isn't any character that I loved. There isn't any character that I had a personal connection with, and that for me is a hit or miss, because I'm a character driven reader. I need to show or feel something for these characters. I also already wrote my review on Goodreads. It is spoiler free, so I'm gonna link it down below because I think that's gonna be a lot more coherent than I actually am. So yeah, I'm just really sad by this one. The one that I'm currently reading right now is Trail of Lightning by Rebecca Roanhorse, and I'm currently on I'm going to start pretty soon page 132, and oh my god, I'm freaking enjoying this so much. Like, our main character is such a badass, but she does have some problems. I'm not gonna deny that sometimes she just gets on my nerves, and I'm like, William, why you gotta be so mean to him? He is just such a darling and such a cutie pie, and you're just being so rude and mean. But I understand why is it that she feels this way. I'm not gonna deny it, but she needs to face her issues. There's a lot of things that are going on, and she has to deal with them. She can't, you know, bottle them up, because eventually your own demons can destroy you, you know. But oh my god, it is so freaking good, and I'm just loving all the vibes to it, and the main character, and also the Navajo aspects to it, which it's, you know, I don't know too much about Indian culture, which is something that I'm fascinated by. And also, how was it that, you know, our world met this post-apocalyptic doom, which is really fascinating for me, and I can't wait to see how else is it that it wraps up, or what else is it that happens within the story, because we're about to go to a place that's going to be really interesting. I'm going to see how is it that it's going to be woven within the story. So yeah, this is a really good read, and I can't wait to finish it. But that's it. I'm gonna update you later if I get any reading done, because I really haven't done any reading today. I've just been cleaning my shelves. I cleaned both shelves, and I also realized I need a new bookshelf. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just push these a little bit to the side, because I do have space a little bit more to push it to the side, and I do have a space here that's empty. I just need to get a little bit more so I can put another small bookshelf, because I don't have any more room for any more shelves. And right now I have books on my desk, and I don't want those books on my desk. I want them on shelves. So yeah, I was just cleaning, haven't done much, but I will update you if I have anything, or also I'm gonna update you with my overall thoughts on Shazam. So I'll talk to you later. Hey, so right now it is April 15th. It is 12:56 right now, and I came back from my doctor's office because I really wanted to go to my doctor and tell her what was up with my back, you know, to update her on everything. But last night I managed to finish Saga Volume 3, and I don't think there's anything coherent that I can say about this book. Just like, it's, I don't know, but for me it's like going downhill. I don't know where is it that they're going. There might have been like maybe 2 interesting details that I got out of it, but overall not much is happening in this one. That's why I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I was really sad with one character as to how was it that, you know, he was treated, because I don't know, I kind of liked him, but I don't know, I'm gonna keep on reading the series, but I don't know what the hell is with that book, because I've just like, I don't know, I don't understand. But anyways, I managed to get to page 180 for Trail of Lightning. I'm enjoying it so far. The only thing that I'm gonna say is like, damn, they don't get a breather. Like every single instance something is happening. And also Maggie, she frustrates me at times. Like, let's be real, she really does frustrate me, and I know it because she's a stubborn character, and you know, she's been through a lot of crap, but woman, man, man. I also uploaded yesterday a video of 5 reasons to read X or Y book, because it's a series that I want to start on my channel. I mean, it's also been a while since I've actually done a review for a book, so I also want to start doing those, and I'm thinking about doing a haul. I don't know if I'm going to do it later or tomorrow. No, I don't think I'm gonna do it tomorrow, because tomorrow is a busy day for me, but maybe around Wednesday, because I do have some books that I have collected over a while, so I'm gonna be doing a collective book haul. But yeah, I really haven't been doing much else. I was just in my doctor's office reading a little bit because I wanted to read, and today I'm gonna upload a late vlog because I need to upload that one, and I'm gonna try and make it to the end of Trail of Lightning, because today is the last day for Fantasyathon, and like, I really want to accomplish finishing that book. So yeah, I'll update you if I have anything else interesting to say. So I'm gonna see if 3rd time's a charm. This is the 3rd time I try to film this clip. The first one, I was sitting down, and then it started raining. So I was like, let me go outside, because I have my dog's bed outside, because yesterday I was doing a lot of errands, and I also have my clothes outside. 2nd time I sit, I didn't notice that the camera stopped. So this is my 3rd time, so hopefully 3rd time's a charm. So I obviously forgot to close off this reading vlog, and I'm noticing that it's becoming a bit of a habit, and I apologize. I just keep on forgetting to update whenever I have a reading vlog ongoing, but I'm gonna try and perfect that as I go. But I did manage to finish the 3rd reading challenge, and that was one to start or continue a series. I started Trail of Lightning by Rebecca Roanhorse. I really did enjoy this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I think the one thing that I can nitpick is my main character, Maggie. She did have tendencies of being gullible, and also she had rash decision-making moments that really did hinder my experience about enjoying certain things, because she just was a bit infuriating at times. I'm not gonna deny that. But I really did love her partner, can I say, which was Kai. He was such an interesting character, and I loved, you know, how he was just so sweet, and he obviously was the one who tried to temper her down, to calm her down, be like, wait, let's think about this, you know. So he was the one who was always trying to plan things out to see if, you know, she would actually see the outcome before like thrusting herself into situations where she had no idea how was it that they were gonna work out for her. But I have to say that I really did love the cultural aspects to this story, how I'm learning about a new culture. The one thing that I can nitpick is that there isn't a glossary for me to like pronounce these words that are being woven into the story, because I don't know much about Indian tribes and like being woven into the story, and I loved how they were woven into the story. I'm not going to deny that. And how is it that the gods and the monsters play into the story, and how is it that they build this post-apocalyptic world, which was something that I have to praise the story for, because I thought that it was well done. The only thing is that I would like to know how to pronounce these words, because you know I do want to pay respect to the author and her background and actually pronounce these words right. So I think that's one thing that could have been included within the book. But overall, everything is just simply amazing, and it's action packed like from beginning to end. It is a fast paced story, so you're not going to be bored in any aspects. You might get infuriated, especially if you're a character driven reader and your character is just sometimes gullible, and you know she has moments where you're infuriated by her because she just doesn't think things through, and she's really completely stubborn. Like, oh my god, damn. Don't get me wrong, I do love a stubborn character, but she was like up there, like really up there. And you know, I enjoyed the moments that they were being thrusted into action. So you know, it is a fast page turner because of that, because you want to know what else is it that's going to happen within the story, because you know there are so many things that are happening that are being woven into the story. There are a few plot devices that I would have to say that I guessed, so you know they really weren't that shocking when they were revealed. But overall, it is a great read, and I highly recommend for a lot of people to read it because it's interesting. You know, it grabs your attention from beginning to end, and I can't wait to see what else happens in the sequel, and how is it that these things that transpired in this book, how is it that they're going to take shape for the main character or the characters in general, and how is it that, you know, it's going to affect them, or in the end if it's going to meet their demise. So yeah, it is an interesting story, and yeah, I will always recommend it because it's good. You know, it has a few things that could be fixed, but overall the writing is great. The characters make you root for them. Maybe might get you infuriated like I said, but overall it's a really good read. So yeah, I would say like if I have to pick like my favorite read for this Fantasyathon, would definitely have to be The Traitor Prince, and The Trail of Lightning is a close second because I really did enjoy both of them. As for my huge disappointments, would definitely have to be Slayer, because I was just expecting so much more from that. And Saga, you know, I can say it was a bit of a disappointment. I never managed to finish Mirage. Heck, I didn't even start it. But overall, I think that I did good. I just want to say thank you for watching. If you want to tell me which was your favorite read, then feel free and we'll chit chat down below. But I will see you in my next video. Peace.